I don't think Steve can talk.
No, I know. I could go, and then he can make sign.
No, we're good.
I recommend getting a Labubu. Oh,
What the fuck?
get a Labubu. Get him a Louis Vuitton jacket, skirt, whatever.
All I heard is, I defend my country.
To defend.
What is going on?
Defend India.
Stop!
Yeah, grape.
What's happening?
I've shown you that video. I swear I have.
I don't think so.
Oh my god.
Friends are racist.
I want to become pilot and destroy Pakistan.
What the fuck is going
Pilot
on?
grape.
This feels offensive.
Dude, that's
No,
the
it's on the
video.
internet, dude. It's an old
That's the
video.
Plus, they're
It's
at
like-
war, bro.
Yeah.
That war.
Yeah, it just
Okay.
makes sense right now.
Thank you for that context.
Hey, it's Rich. I completely messed up the first 25 minutes of this recording, so I'm just gonna basically give a little recap of what I say. So for people who are watching the video, if you notice the voice doesn't line up with the video, that's why. We'll see how it goes. I got a Coca-Cola ad.
That's cool, dude.
I got
I got Costco.
I have Priceline, and I think it was Pantene. Yeah, the hair product. Yeah. You know.
Fool?
Giorno. Giorno. You got dandruff, dog?
Nah, I use that 5-in-1 shampoo.
Which one?
Oh my god. Body wash, shampoo, dandruff, and a facial scrub all in one.
It's crazy.
Use it to wash your face and your balls at the same time.
What?
I don't know, man.
Oh, I was about to say, is that for
The fuck
personal
is-
experience?
What the fuck are you talking about, dude?
I haven't used a 2-in-1 since 2016 or something like that.
Is that when your balls smelled the best, apparently? Or
No.
They smelled like aftershave.
Hey man, you're the one that brought up the ball smell. So,
Yeah, it
the
was
one that brought it up.
sarcasm.
oh well,
The fuck?
it's me, dude.
Hey, dude,
Yeah,
look.
it's you, I guess. Okay, so I've seen this thing on Twitter and on Tumblr. Basically, it was like /s, and the whole thing is that you're supposed to convey that it's sarcasm.
Why do you still have Tumblr?
Because
For the tone.
yeah, so it's just like to make it easy for people to understand that it's sarcasm.
Yep.
And I'm just like, who the fuck can't tell when it's sarcastic or not? And I'm just like, well,
yeah. A lot of people need that. My stomach hurts.
What? Why is your stomach hurt? This guy.
God fucking damn it.
What?
Oh my God. Fuck up, you know what?
What? Oh, you're talking about my Labubu? Yeah, dude. He's on my shit. This is the cup I drink at home. I don't take this anywhere.
Fuck. Dude, they're matching.
Yeah, it's green on green.
Dude, oh my god, it's the bottle in the, I love it. Oh my god. I'm glad I took a hit for that. That was fantastic. Wait. Hi everybody, welcome to the podcast. This is Heard from a Friend. My name's Lee. That's Richard. That's Steve. Like, comment, subscribe, and share with your closest friends and or ops. Continue, Richard.
Okay, so basically my whole thing is, it's a couple episodes ago, we were talking about me and Steve following trends and stuff like that, how we kind of don't really, but I realize it's more me that I don't follow them, and Steve is a lot more susceptible to following trends. Like, for example, right now with the Labubu, and also back before he used to, he bought the Crocs and stuff like that.
I don't follow Crocs. I've had them forever.
Yeah, but you only have one pair because they bought them
No, they were a
yeah,
gift.
I know
Yeah.
that. Yeah, but before they bought you those, you always hated them along with me.
No,
Yes, you did. I remember like we hated them.
I never
together.
hated them. I just never bought them. It's like I hate Birkins, but like if someone bought me them, I'd wear them.
Oh, Birkenstocks. I thought you were talking about the bag. I'm like, you hate Birkin bags?
Oh,
Why?
like, no,
Birkins
because
are
I can't
cute.
afford them, bro.
Hey, you can't hate what you can't afford, bro.
Oh, I was about to say, why would you hate a Birkin?
I'm not
Birkins
gonna
are
hate shit I
cute,
can't afford,
crazy.
dude. I'll hate it for other reasons.
I don't really get the
trend.
reason. No, the reason why I even bring it up, I just don't get the like innate dislike for things that are popular for no good reason. That's what I can gather. That's your guys' viewpoints on it.
The whole reason I freaking hate Labubus like this shit is because people use them as a status symbol.
Labubus, oh.
I don't know. What do you mean by status?
I've seen that people give like call out fakes for the most part.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
That's weird.
yeah, that's what
I want a fake one just so I can put it in my car because they're ugly, but they're like cute. They're like so fucked up that I want one.
I think they're cute. I had a friend who offered to like, oh, Dom, love you, bitch. She offered to buy me one because she was like, Lee, I'm surprised you don't have one. I figured you'd be all on this. I'm like, they're cute. I just can't like that's half of my play money for a week, to be honest. Like
yeah,
it's
see,
like
look,
20,
I have the
25, 35, or there's some odd bucks. That's cute. Yeah, rose pink. Yeah.
He's like peachy.
My play money for like a week is like $40 at the moment because I'm paying off plane tickets and just paying off like just payments. So
bills.
Yeah, just normal
expenses,
shit. So my play money for like funsies shit is like $40 a week. So yeah, I can't spend half of that or most of that on a little
figure. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but anyway, like the whole thing is like people use them as a status and then they'll call out like they'll call out fake ones and then they'll be like, aha, you can't afford it type of thing. And it's fucking dumb, dude. It's just a dumbass little
like
doll.
on the internet?
Yeah. On the internet and real life.
This is the first time I hear people like quote unquote status. I guess the only status you could assume people have is like, I have it and you don't. That's kind of it.
Well, yeah,
but not that like you have a fake I don't type shit. Like
Dude,
I'm like,
people do that.
I've never seen that. I'm on the wrong side of the internet then.
I just kind of see it almost like, I don't know. I'm also like taking the approach of like try not to react so much to things, especially just because I react a lot to a lot of things. So with this one, I'm like, yeah, I don't really like care too much. Like it's more like I don't get the side of like giving people shit for having a fake one. Even like the fact that majority of the time that I see that, it's a joke. Like it's always like a skit that's like portraying that, but they're portraying that because that's an actual reality to a certain degree. But honestly, I just kind of see them as pop figures a little bit. Like it's just a hobby. They're just cute and like easily like presentable and customizable and all that stuff that makes it more on the like the foreground or like, you know, up front rather than like a pop figure because they're at home and they're like hyper collectible. So I feel like with these ones though, I think the one thing that trips me out that I'm not down for when it comes to any kind of fandom, like whether it be like Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, like anything that's like niche or nerdy or collectible, not camping out, but the like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like mass buying, basically.
Oh yeah, the scalpers. Yeah.
Yeah. I think, I don't know. That shit's kind of fucked up because people want to have fun. People want to enjoy it. And for there not to be at least like one for each person that might be interested in it because of scalpers or just people that are trying to be the best, like have the most, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. I think that's kind of lame. I have a customer that went on trip, came back, bought some little Labubus, 2 boxes, and they're like, you know, you open them, then it's a mystery or whatever, grab bags almost. And I was like, oh, she has like, there's like 10 of them, just not even unopened. They're all opened. They're already just sitting there. And I was like, okay, if it's for her family, there's like 4 or 5 of them at the house. So what's she going to do with the other 5 or 6? She's going to give them away. can I get one? If you're going to just give them away, just out of curiosity, we've known each other for a very long time. But she was like, oh no, I'm actually reselling all of them. And my mom had asked her for how much, and she said $50 a pop. And I was like, oh,
That's what they're going on, like StockX and stuff.
wow. And she said, yeah, because we got them in Asia when we were on the trip recently. So like, you can't really get them around here. And I was like, oh, okay. It's more than monthly money for the week. And honestly, I'm not a big fan of it. But I can't shit on it too much, but I shit on it as much as I have, because when the Nintendo SNES like remake came out, I was one of those people that was working at GameStop and did get one and resold it for double the price. So
Tight. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. GameStop sucks, number one. Number two, that's just one of those things where
I got one and I don't know what I did with it.
it was such a scalper moment that I did that and I was like, okay, cool, got the money. 2 days later, like a week later, they announced the restocking.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh. So all sales are final.
Yeah, but see, that's my other thing is like, yeah, when that Nintendo thing came out, and then obviously scalpers are going to come out and they're going to resell it because it's a limited thing. It's like, at least that somewhat makes sense, because it was supposed to only be like one drop. And then later on, the second drops came out. But like, I remember I went out, I grabbed one, and I didn't have any intentions of reselling it. But I get people that would do it because, you know, it is such a limited edition thing. But then you like for this, the Labubus, the scalpers or whatever, it's so fucking weird to me. I'm like, bro, they're restocking constantly. And then on top of that, it's just like, really, for this? It just seems like it's such a dumb little thing, but I don't know. See, they're so fucking regular, then it's just like people still using them for like status. It's like, why? It's like they're not that rare, clearly.
Well, they're really not. They're limited. They're limited stock certain days. They're accessible to everybody. But they're limited stock to accessibility for people. So like specific days, they'll stock the little like slot machines that they have them in online.
Well, I was gonna say too is that I think because of like the visibility and like the amount of like Labubus we're seeing, even in person and being in LA, tongue tied. My other friends from like other cities and especially East Coast, I have one friend, again, Dom, the one that offered to buy one for me. She has one method of getting it, and it's from a machine out there, and it's the only one in their whole town.
Yeah,
and
not everywhere has it.
The next one is like, shit, did she say 40, not even 40 minutes, was it 40 miles? It was far. I think so. Yeah, it was a neat little drive for her to go to the other machine, but like I told her, and I think she said it too, like at that point, that like if the one that's closest to you is already sold out, you know that bitch over there is gonna be sold out too. There's no shot. Of course. Yeah. So
out here they have, it's 3 machines and 2 stores that sell them.
Yo, the people that go to the stores need to chill the fuck out, and I felt they need to hire people like me that are gonna be bitches and hold those rules up against their heads.
Basically said no more you guys showing up and like waiting in line because this is bullshit to everybody. Yeah. The way it works now is like people
first come first serve.
No, not even that. You have to buy it through the pickup. So the stores that do have them will announce them on their site, on their like Instagram page, and they'll basically go as in like you'll go ahead and open it, like you'll open the app, try to like buy one for pickup, and you can pick them up the next day. So you have 24 hours to pick them up from purchase. If no, it gets refunded and restocked and sold however else they do. But yeah, that's the only way to do it. You can't line up and come get them anymore. It's just buy them online and then you can come pick them up yourself and then do whatever you want with them from there.
Those lines remind me of
They remind me of Hatchimals.
Yeah. How people are going crazy, but it wasn't such store craze. People are comparing this to like the epidemic of fucking like Cabbage Patch Kids. Like
Oh, so
Yeah,
you
Cabbage
Beanie
Kids.
Babies.
I could say Beanie Babies also. Yeah.
yeah, Beanie Babies.
Yeah. So
Okay, what's a Hatchimal?
So Hatchimals, basically, there were these toys that it was like this big giant egg, and the whole point is that you kind of like take care of it and nurture it or whatever. And it was for kids, obviously. And the whole thing is that after a while, it would basically hatch into this full toy. You know, it was like some kind of animal or whatever the hell it was.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Hey, marketing team, why don't we do that more?
Right. So the thing is, like, they were so rare, and parents would go fucking crazy every time because they wanted one for their kids. So every morning we'd have a line outside the store, basically being like, "Oh, I heard that they're gonna have a stock today," and then as soon as the store would open, they would rush in and just be like, immediately run towards the back, towards where the toys are, looking for them. And then they wouldn't find them. And it's just like, oh, like they start bothering everybody. Where are the Hatchimals? Where are the Hatchimals and stuff like that. And then like, even then before, like we'd have calls like constantly every morning, basically being like, do you guys have Hatchimals? And it's like, no, but
fiending for the Hatchies.
Yeah.
Oh,
What, the Cabbage Patch Kids?
Speaking of also collectibles, so my brother and I went to the like a local card shop because I went on a trip to Washington, played Magic the Gathering, played it way back when, but didn't have anyone to play with. Went to Washington, played with a group of guys. It was super fun. So now I'm like, okay, cool. Kind of want to like
Built a deck.
yeah, get one, maybe looking to buying like one that I like really want, because my friend is the one that got me the deck that I chose, but there wasn't like I didn't know what my options really were. It was just what was in front of me. So went to Frankincense, saw the prices there. They're pretty good pricing compared to the shop that I went to with my brother this weekend, our local one. They're like double the fucking price. One of these decks was like $60 to $70. I go to Frankincense and I remember asking him how much these were. And the guy was like, oh, the more popular one is like or the rarer one is 40 and the other two are 30. I was like, I'm just going to fucking bite the bullet, do that drive and just get a deck from over there if that's the case. Cause Jesus Christ, I'm all about supporting like my local business or whatever, but like, bro,
But not when they're ripping you.
No, hell no.
dude, the whole thing about like supporting small businesses and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, we've said that before, like, help small businesses and stuff. But low key is like small businesses be charging a lot. And it's like, I don't know if I got money for that,
That's the curse of today's market. Yeah, in my defense, where Frankincense it is a person, like it is a swap meet for the most part. So you are giving money back to like a small business, but it's not like my local small business. So that's why I'm like, maybe I'll go to the card shop for the Final Fantasy. Apparently, Final Fantasy has a collaboration, so maybe I'll do that. But
a lot of those places have their own like shop. This is just like a second
right, like a storefront or a pop-up technically. Yeah. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll like go to like the really cool like one-offs or whatever. Like I said, the Final Fantasy one for my local shop. But yeah, I'm just gonna get like the older decks or like the ones that I'm like interested in at like Frankincense for the most part. At least I'm not buying them through like Target or Amazon or something like that.
See, I would have like bought you guys in Labubu, but
oh yeah,
Richard wouldn't care for one. But if you want one, I'll get you one.
No, I wouldn't. I straight up would be like, it's like, for example, you with the Crocs. It's like if somebody were to get me a pair of Crocs and be like, hey, like I got you these, I would be like, I'm so sorry, but I'm just never going to wear these. Like,
that's so crazy.
I appreciate the gift.
So like,
I'm sorry.
Like your personal fucking morals don't allow you to like just enjoy a fucking gift. I think
that's the thing though, is that it's not even like
at that point it's not even a moral thing. It's just
it's not more. It's just like it's just not for me. I just straight up don't like it, and it's like I'm sorry. I appreciate the thought and everything. If somebody were to get me something like that, but it's just like, I'm never going to wear them.
Yeah. My thing is that is such a weird thing to just be like, I'm never going to buy a product from you ever. Like, it's just so weird. It's just so, or like never going to use it if I'm ever gifted it, I guess. Like, that's just so, they're plastic slippers.
Yeah, but I already have a pair of slides, so it's like, what do I need them for?
Yeah, I mean, I don't even believe that. I'm pretty sure if someone did gift it to you and they were like around, you would slip it on to just go out and do something, like just to get the trash or something like that. Like, they'd be used. There's no way they wouldn't. They're slip-on shoes.
I have slides, dude. I don't need them.
Yeah, but I don't know. Do you only have one pair of sandals or slides?
Yeah.
Oh. I have like 3 pairs of sandals. Like,
I got 2, and I'm gonna buy my 3rd one for the gym.
And I think I have 2 pairs of slippers. I don't actually use them for the most part. The only time I do is for like summer, for the beach. Like when it's appropriate.
These are the in-house. These are the in-house slippers. Like,
that's just size 6 size slipper.
Well, excuse me. These are size 8. Piece of shit.
I mean,
they're Gucci. So fuck you.
I get that. I mean, I get people like
disrespectful
wearing sandals or like wearing like inside shoes or whatever, or like comfy shoes. Like, that makes sense. Sure. I think when it comes to like I don't even call it an issue. My like little minor ick when it comes to Crocs is that people
don't
just
clean them, or like barefooted.
Barefooted. Don't really clean them for the most part, and just kind of wear them everywhere.
Yeah, that's my thing. It's like people are literally just freaking wear them everywhere, and it's like,
you wouldn't wear them everywhere.
No, but it's like people just start wearing them everywhere that you go. It's like whether they do it out on the job or they go out to some place like, I don't know, a fair or something, and it's like you see that, and it's just I've heard it said it's like, you know, there's a pair of shoes for everything, but there is no there is not one single pair of shoe for everything. You know, it's like, it's just ugly as fuck to me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and that, you know, that's why I'm like, oh, okay, it's goofy to me, but also you not liking Crocs.
I don't wear them,
fucking my day up or whatever, so I don't care.
Yeah. Like this is how I like wear them, right? It's like, I'll give you like when I use my Crocs. If I'm gonna watch a movie, sports mode always, but but I only wear them if I'm gonna go watch a movie really, really late at night, like anything after 10 p.m. because I'm in sweats, a hoodie, and my Crocs, and I'm cozy. I'm chilling.
Yeah,
I wear my Crocs if I'm walking around the house, or I wear my slides. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the only time my Crocs are out. I'm not wearing them with a whole ass outfit. I'm not wearing them for a dinner. I'm not wearing them to go have breakfast. Like, I don't even wear them to the gym. Like, these, I only wear them. Do you? Okay, can I ask you something? If let's say I gifted you some, right? Are you just not wearing them because you've given so many like standpoints of I'm not gonna wear them, that you're gonna feel like we're gonna look at you and be like, haha, stupid, told you.
Dude, I couldn't care less what the fuck you thought as far as like me wearing a pair of fucking sandals. Or
it's a crazy thing to say.
It's true. It's just like, I don't care about what anybody has to say about that kind of stuff. It's like, it's my taste, and I don't want
you guys. I don't give a shit about your opinions.
I really don't.
No. Hey,
what? It's like,
stop it.
That's a good friend, you guys.
I think everybody should be like that. It's like, yes, I respect you guys' opinions when it comes to important stuff, but when it comes to like shit like that, it's like, who cares? I will dress for how I like how I dress, and I don't like those fucking sandals.
If I got you a gift and you're like, I'm not gonna wear this.
What he's saying is, if we were still semi-likable but didn't agree on like certain things, and the Crocs would be the cherry on top. But luckily, we're good people. So,
well, now that I know that Lee wants one, Lee, I will work my way to get you one.
One what?
A Labubu.
Oh, yeah, they're cute. I'm not. I even told my friend, she was like, "Oh, buy one for you." I'm like, I don't. You don't have to do that. It's not like.
But she's also like far, so it's like that's like a distant thing, you know. Like she has to ship it to you. It's a whole ordeal.
Right.
So that's like I just drive to you.
I think it's just in general that it's not just like a simple like. Because now, especially nowadays, for me, $20 is a lot. Or I can spread 20 out. You know? $20 pretty well now.
Yeah, spread your cheeks, dude.
But I appreciate it. I'm not gonna say no to a gift, but you don't have to.
Yeah, and also, be a gift. So
to put him on minor blast, he did show a box, and I was like, "Am I gonna get one?" And he said, "Fuck no." And I was like,
Fuck
"Oh
no, not those. Those are the new ones."
He said, "You get."
Were you not recording?
He said, "Fuck no, baby."
No, it doesn't. There we go.
We can re-hit that. Okay, we should stop, right? And then start.
No, you're
one?
fine. You're fine to keep going. I'll see it on the audio recording.
Oh wait, that's
We're
right.
25 minutes in though.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Oh man.
We could just talk about how you don't like Crocs again.
I think they're ugly as shit. I also think Labubus
Both
are ugly as
things.
shit.
Richard has an issue with pretty things or ugly things. Sorry. Richard has issues with.
That's
No.
not fashion. You
He has an
cannot.
issue with fanaticism. People just being fanatical about dumb shit.
Yeah, I'll
But he's like that too, though. Like to your own things. Like you are very like fanatic to your own things.
I'll admit
So
that.
it's like, you know,
but nothing that's like.
well, because that's your liking. You're defending it. Like, of course you're gonna be like nothing like that because you know
It's your
anybody
thing.
who it's your thing. Like you're never gonna.
I was
be
gonna
like,
say nothing that's like in the
Mainstream.
mainstream
According
where
to
it's like
Richard, all the
everybody's
stuff that
fucking
he
doing
likes-
it. You know.
All the stuff that Richard likes
are
which
underground.
not even underground, which is fair. Everything that Richard likes is like reasonable to be a fan of or like to not excessive amount, but more than average, I would say. Like Richard doesn't like, to him, I think, overly dumb shit or like unnecessary.
I want
shit,
name something because I'm genuinely curious. And there's two
I would
things
think
that I can
maybe
think of.
like your taste in music. I would think that maybe some people might think like, oh, that's, and I don't know what, insert opposite opinion here. But then you might think that a popular artist is whack. I don't know, and like people like being super crazy over them are dumb or annoying. For like Taylor Swift, you don't like Taylor Swift and you absolutely hate her and deplore her. Yeah, but you like your like visceral reaction sometimes to when we talk about Taylor Swift is visceral.
I just think she's a
No, we know
shallow
what you think.
person. That's my opinion. But
Yes. So that's why it's like, so that I think that there are moments like that, which is, I'm not
To
what
each
I was
their
saying
own opinion.
what I was saying earlier wasn't to say like,
Yeah,
Richard
no.
thinks this shit is cool, you guys. I'm not saying that. That's fucking
right,
dumb.
Does it?
But my point is the shit that I'm a fan of or will get fanatic about isn't something that I'm putting out there in public all the time with things like, for example, Crocs or Labubus or other shit like that, you know?
This goes back to Richard likes to live in silence.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I think, well, I don't even know. I'm trying to think. Being loud about stuff, I think, turns you off, but we're friends. And I'm pretty loud. So, but we're not that close. It's all connecting now.
I was going to say.
But he doesn't like me.
I was going to say, yeah, but then when you're loud, I'm just like, ugh.
Richard and I are pretty close, but we also don't give a shit enough to like give our opinions to each other. Yeah,
I'm kidding.
Like
Yeah.
we
Of
don't give each other shit enough to be like, oh, give each other's opinion and hoping that it like comes across. But we'll shit on each other for what like our likings and stuff and things we like. Because it's like if I like shit that he doesn't like, he gives me shit for it, and we go vice versa for it.
Yeah,
It's just like,
but it's not enough to the point where I'm just like, I'm gonna stop being your friend.
yeah,
Or
that's
anything like that.
psychotic.
Like,
If
that's
you were like
fucking
that, I'd be
weird.
like, you're just a shitty human being. Like,
I'd just be like, bro, that's ugly, but whatever, you do you.
like, bro, crawl back into your hole. Like,
Me?
yeah, you.
Oh, okay.
I said if you were like that.
Oh, okay. I was like, fuck, I'll go.
Sometimes this friendship, I'm reminded how guy you guys are. I don't know. I'm trying to say,
How
even
bro?
me,
How
but
guy?
yeah,
how straight.
how
These guys
hetero.
don't share emotions. Jokes on you. Yes, we do. Just not on cameras.
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know. He's like
What?
broken internally and externally today.
Say what's on your mind.
Speak your mind, pussy.
No.
Holy shit.
We have, you know what? I can say this because I have also done this. We have put our, not even Richard, I don't think Richard's ever done it. Steve and I have put ourselves on camera or like have put us being upset or bummed out or sad on our stories before. Mine's was on Snap. And then receives, I think, was also on something, but we both have done that. Yes, we both have done that. So that's why I'm like, bitch, what you talking about? But then I thought about, you have done that too. And I'm like, you know what? Right, bitch.
No, I didn't mean like personally posting ourselves. I mean like interactions like this. Like obviously we've posted sad shit, but we don't talk about them, right?
Yes.
There's certain things. There's certain things we do talk, certain things we've never mentioned to each other.
I get you.
Can I just say well, I don't care what you guys do. To me, it's just very like
that's him.
Bro.
That's him trying to be like just disregarding of like I'm gonna say something fucked up. So don't get offended.
No. It's like when I see that shit, regardless of it's you guys or anybody else, I'm like, why is you putting this on the internet? I'm sorry.
Why?
I'm like,
why are you expressing
there's
yourself?
no reason to put it on the internet. What are you looking for?
Yeah.
At that point, all I'm thinking is like you're looking for either opinions that are gonna validate whatever you're feeling, or you're looking for sympathy. And I'm like, honestly, either way,
I think that's just
like
the
why
internet.
You know what though? Why is that a bad thing?
I think that's
because at that point you're looking for. Because at that point I feel
out of your way to try to like think of it as like not even call for help, just why put it out there? Why is that a bad thing? You know,
because at that point, to me at least, it seems like I can't find peace or something to help myself within myself, and I need somebody to do it for me. And at the same time, I get it, reach out for help, but I don't think it has to be the biggest public thing like that. Imagine we didn't have the internet and you basically just went out in the street crying. That's what I imagine.
I'm trying to think. God, if I didn't have the internet and I was like emotionally distraught, what would I do me right now? I think I'd
say what I tried 16 years ago.
I'd go to my family's. I wouldn't go to these guys. I feel like I'd go to my cousins. I'm assuming if I'm by myself, I like for some reason. There's no family.
Then why not do that now? Why not just reach out to somebody that you're close to and be like, hey, I went through this. Can you help me? Rather than just put it on your entire story or whatever and have a bunch of people react to it. Most people that honestly you're not very close to and won't care.
Right.
And a bunch of strangers at the same time, depending on the platform.
Just a quick reply to that question, then we'll go to Steve right now. I was gonna say I think the reason is because it's easier to open up to a stranger or someone you don't know as much because it's less committal, not less just like you know, for the most part, people are going to have that kind of reaction if they're going to respond. You're gonna get someone that's gonna at least kind of hit back with a, hey, what's going on? You know, somebody to talk about. And I think like what we just said, a third party is sometimes easier. Coming from someone that was in the closet it was a glass closet for a bit there. It is a lot easier coming out to people I barely knew or met for the first time than it was to like my own family. So I think it's a matter of like comfortability. I don't know. But what were you gonna say, Steve?
To add just to your part of what you're saying is like, so that part, right? Obviously, like we can't, or I myself cannot like sit here and be like, oh, exactly what you're saying. Cause obviously, you know, like two different scenarios. Like yours is coming out of a closet of a very like sensitive topic of you being gay. No, shut the fuck up. Don't start your bullshit. My thing was
you're
like,
in a safe space. you have time. Oh my god. Damn. He's kidding it. Jesus Christ.
Nah, it is Trump's America. So just to add on to it, right? Like I think the reason why like people post stuff on the internet or for example, even I'll put this myself out there, is that there are people it is easier to talk to a stranger, like Lee said, or compare yourself to a stranger, because that's the only opinion they have of you. When it comes to people that you're very close to, then people are able to form very
more baggage.
and also are very keen to make more of a personal opinion towards you that could cause more harm to it, right? Or not really help you out. This isn't to throw you under the bus or anything, or like say some shit like to you specifically, Richard, but it's like I'm more comfortable posting my shit online than it is speaking to you about it, because of in the past when we've talked, you're like, hey, like, I get you're going through this, but don't talk to me about it type shit. Like that's kind of where it's been. So that adds on to the idea of like, it's not necessarily saying you're a shitty friend. Like, you are my best friend, and I don't take away from that. I just know my place in the world where it comes to, I can post something and I know that there will be people who could possibly reach out or could ask, because the people that technically are supposed to be the ones doing that won't do that. So, and that includes friends, families, and loved ones, and people you're very close to. So that adds on to that, which is why I think the internet's grown the way it's grown, and it's become such a thing where people post anything online or whatever online, because they're afraid of personal opinions being gathered by the people that you consider yourself family or best friends or loved ones to you, compared to, I see someone post something, and if I react to it, I may be an acquaintance or a stranger, but that opinion doesn't matter as much as if you were to react to it, and it wouldn't be a reaction that I'm hoping you give out.
I think it's fair to do both of those things. I think that's what it is to be a modern day adult. And I think that people, not just you guys, like you people, like people like trying to generalize you guys. I mean, just like as an actual whole, I think people need to be comfortable with like
you people.
Oh, as a whole.
I bet you,
sir, I'm nothing but
from
one.
the perspective of a whole.
From the perspective of a whole.
That's what
That's
I heard.
a lot of
I'm
shit.
sorry.
Ew.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Anyway.
Okay. So I think it's okay to have both of those thoughts. Like, as adults, modern day adults, we should be okay and understandable to people that set boundaries when it comes to things. Yes, I do. Like it, I'm there with you, Steve. I've been there before, and I can be there sometimes. And I think that's also a thing that people need to realize, that you're not always going to be in the single state of like status or vibe or feeling like consistently. There's always going to be these fluctuations of like your relationships, your what's important in your life at the moment, your emotions, and that can flip flop any which way at the drop of a dime. That's life. It's chaos. It's crazy. You don't know what the fuck's really going to happen in 5 seconds. One of us could die. We're still here. Wow. So I think that once you get comfortable with that, I think it kind of like it kind of helps to accept the thought of people are just constantly flip-floppy. They're just constantly all over the place. So you might be able to talk to somebody one day and not be able to talk to them another. But in this case where it's like, oh, I can't talk about this stuff with you anymore, I think that's also kind of fair in the sense of like just setting a boundary. You know, it sucks, but you know, like what Steve has done and what other people have done and what I have done is every now and then you might want to put it out there so that you subconsciously know that somebody's going to respond. I have other friends that I know that are going to ask me if I'm okay. And I'm okay. And I think you can say that. I think you straight out. And I think anyone can say that if you are comfortable and you really do know that. And I think that's a good thing to know, that is that if I post something or if I make a public call or outreach or whatever, I have confidence that somebody in my friends list, whether it be my followers list, like that from like personal friends or whatever, one of them is going to say something. Somebody's going to want to talk. Somebody's going to want to listen, and that's fine.
You know, that's all it takes.
Yeah. And that's, I think for me, that's okay to be on either side where you don't want to have that kind of conversation with a friend or just in general and like just how you live your life. Cool. That's fine. But I also think it's okay to kind of be the one that's putting the outreach or being comfortable with saying that, yeah, I'm going to do this because I want to talk about it. I don't know who to go to. I'm not comfortable with my options. So I'm putting out a fucking lighthouse, a beacon. Who's going to answer it? Not like to that verbatim, but just to simplify it, I guess.
It's interesting. I don't know. As like, because I am like we've said it a couple times now. I'm a more private person, and I don't know. Anytime I've ever gone personally through anything that has put me in a state of like sadness, but also just like, hey, I need to think about this or anything like that.
Process it.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like, I know I can reach out to people if I really wanted to, but for the most part, I usually don't, because to me, I'm like, I can handle this by myself. And then
you've learned to handle it by yourself. I think that's just how you were raised too. Not to say that you were bad to be raised the other way.
And I know that if I really do need the help, I know that there's people that I can reach out to. That being said, I don't know. As far as social media goes, it's not like that for me, where I'm like, a lot of these people I still keep in contact with because I don't. And it's just because, I don't know, man. It's like, I feel like if it's not a relationship that I have similar to you two, it just seems shallow to me. And I don't understand a reason to talk to somebody that doesn't really understand me. And it's just like, so then in that case, my real, what would I say? Like helpline, I guess, would be like you two and my immediate family. But even then, it's like, for the most part, I don't, because I just feel like there's nothing really that I haven't experienced where I can handle by myself.
Right.
And I know for like, there has been certain things where I've reached out to Steve, for example. And it's only like stuff where I feel like, hey, this is an extreme, at least to me. And I can get that from like this, going back to the little bit of like what Steve said, like I know that sometimes I'll be like, hey, I don't want to talk about this. To me, and I'll admit this, to me at the time, it felt like it wasn't that important, or it was just something dramatic. But I could see how like for you, it was like, hey, like I actually think this is big. And I'm like, okay, now that I'm older, I understand that, because when we had that conversation, we were like almost 10 years younger.
Yeah.
But all I'm going to say is just like, there's just some stuff to me that I'm just like, there's a certain threshold where it's like, yeah, you need somebody other than just yourself. And social media for me has just never been a real beacon of or a place to call out for somebody. It's just been more like I don't know, just look into whoever's you followed or used to be friends with or anything like that. It's just a place to see what are they up to. And that's it.
Yeah. I think for me personally, I think the view for the internet is just when I was younger, the whole gay thing, it's just easier to talk to people online and stuff like that. There's just so many different people. And I think when I was younger, being gay, I met a lot of queer people through like Xbox 360 and stuff like that. So social media and like on the online space kind of became like, I had friends in person, but went to parties, had a good time. I didn't smoke weed till college, so I wasn't like crazy, but I was drinking in high school. So I was like, hanging out, going out. But I was also a real big nerd. Still am. But that upbringing and that like just being raised in that space just kind of, I think, created this, I guess, appreciation or the use of social media or the internet or just being online. It's just because like a lot of those friendships still hold to this day. I've been friends with some people longer than I've been friends with you guys, and even Jasmine almost. So like, yeah, those friendships hold for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
And I think that's also something that I have had issues with. And I think that I'm starting, now that I'm older, I get it, because like Richard said, when we were younger, we saw things differently. It was just perspective shift and change. And when you get older, you understand your past self even better, which helps your future self and your present self. It's good to self-reflect. We've said that before. Say it again, and I will
constantly
die saying it. Yeah, it's a way to, I think, also like just kind of mature and evolve and just grow. So I think that reflecting on it now, me in the past, fuck man, whenever I felt like somebody didn't see me on the same level as friendship as I saw them, but I think it's because of purely it's on the internet. And I now that I'm older, I get that people are going to see things differently. There's no way everyone's going to see it the same way as you. Like that's impossible. That's crazy to think that that's never going to happen. Mm-hmm. So when I was younger, it was just, that was like, we're not that close. Oh no, what the fuck? I thought we were blah, 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 blah. Just not fully understanding it. I love you, dog. But
yeah, we've all been there.
Right. And I think now that I'm older though, I think what helps and why I do go to trips and stuff to like meet my online friends is to, I think that is what has happened, is the trauma or the growth from that is like, all right, well then I'm just going to make enough money so that I can visit you people and we can be that level of friendship. That's how I operate. And I think that's just different levels of the coin. I am the best of friends with my friend Liv, and we have still not met. We talk not all the time, but when we have those like spurts of like, we're just talking to each other nonstop for like a couple months or like a solid couple weeks, and we're just yapping, and then we'll like just take breaks, and then we'll just not talk for a bit, then we'll reconvene, and it's just this mess of just word vomit. It's just so much fun. But I haven't met her in person. I haven't met her yet. I had to cancel our meetup when she was down here.
We were gonna meet. Yeah.
And I
remember
it was at the end of COVID, and she was moving out of town. So I was like, oh damn, we could have had a good time, because she was moving because of like the lack of connection. Just why not go back home? And it was COVID. And then she came down here again for family, because she has family out here, and I couldn't because I had strep. So I was like, yeah, I can't. I'm sick. So, but with that being said, still want to hang out, still want to meet up, but we still have that awesome level of quality of just friendship. And I can honestly say it's solid for people that I'm going to call. And I know that, I think we all know, when it comes to
actual real
shit, like death, a loss, like life-changing shit, we can do I think if either of us were to call like all three of us at the same time, I think all three of us would be like, oh shit. If we wouldn't answer right away, it would be like an immediate like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So
like it happened when my dad died.
Yeah.
Right. I reached out to Steve because he was obviously the closest one relatively to me. And obviously I've known him a little bit longer than Lee. But I also immediately reached out to you. And we just had a call that night. I remember it specifically, just hanging out, because honestly, I definitely needed that.
Yeah. And I think that's why, again, this works. We could all be so different sometimes, but so alike other times, and just clowning on each other till it makes me think, God, we don't like each other, I think.
Nah, that's just you.
Oh yeah. I'm just jaded. But yeah, I think that's just why the friendship works. And you know,
I was like, if I didn't like you, bro,
I wouldn't make fun of you.
Hey, and that's being friends with a man, a straight man.
That's a love language, dude.
Straight.
For who?
Figure it out.
That's crazy.
Steve.
Fuck both of you. What the fuck?
What?
Yeah.
Nah, dude, you're the one who's secretive with who you talking to and who you fucking.
Because to
probably
me,
it's probably a dude for all we know.
I said it before, and
I'm
I'll
just
say it
saying,
again.
What if it is a guy and he just doesn't want to say because he's like, Lee's gonna freak out and I don't want to deal with that shit.
Yeah, and he's gonna be like, damn, now there's gonna be two gays in this friendship.
Hell no. First of all, there's nobody. Second of all, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. To me, it's just not that important. At least not until I know for a fact it's something serious.
Richard, are you waiting for marriage now?
He doesn't believe in marriage.
No, I know, but like a serious partnership. Is that what you're waiting for?
No, what I'm saying,
on celibacy till you have a solid relationship.
It's not in celibacy, dude. He's jerking off.
I mean,
Jerking that
that's not
shit.
what celibacy is.
Yeah, I was gonna say
no.
you can jerk off when you're celibate.
Well, you're
I
not
know,
technically
but-
supposed to. It's supposed to be like
Oh, yes,
free
you are.
from it in general.
Celibacy just literally just means you don't have sex.
Sex? Oh.
Yeah, I think you can self satisfy when you're like practicing
Those
celibacy.
are loopholes, dude.
No
Hey
shit.
man,
They have to
soaking's
find
a fucking
loopholes.
loophole. People pay for that shit.
They have to find loopholes so they don't go fucking crazy. Of course they're gonna fucking look for something.
You gonna tell them that they can't sleep in the same bed with their wife while they're on their period? Good luck with that one, because that's in that book. Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
What?
Can't share a bed with your wife while she's on her period, or a woman while she's on her
Why?
period. I don't know the
Yeah,
rules.
you
Dude.
could get
That's
pregnant, bro.
that's in the good book, motherfucker. You talk to someone that studied that shit. You know what I realized? I think my
You're more
gayness,
Catholic than us?
my gayness cancels out with the whole health thing, because I worked at a mortuary, and if you work at a mortuary and you prepare bodies or help in the funeral services, I think it's Catholicism that says you have a direct ticket to heaven. So I think
Yeah, but then you
balances
actively
out.
close
Balance.
shop and then want to go suck dick, so it doesn't count. There's no
that's right.
balance there.
It balances, dude. I
That's
did my
not
part.
balance, bro.
It's not
It is
balance.
balance. It is
No,
balance.
it's not.
That's not balance, bro. You
yeah,
worked there for like a
yin.
year, maybe
Yeah,
less.
okay. So
That's not
And
gonna
you're
make
gay
up
forever.
for
Ask
X
me-
amount of years
ask
where you've
me-
been doing all this debauchery, bro.
ask me how many bodies I helped prepare services.
More like
for.
how many
dare
bodies
you?
how many bodies you got, dude? How many bodies you got?
Dare you?
Show me your DMs.
3, dude. 3.
That's- Fuck. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Speaking of bodies,
You talking about the lady who got
Tia.
yours?
the homeless lady?
It's Tia work.
Okay.
So I forget how long ago
crazy.
I fucking asked you guys about this, or told you guys about it's a resident who lives there, but her son's, remember the one that like the son cheated, or like
the brother?
yes,
Yeah.
same family.
Yeah, I kind of remember. Okay.
So apparently, after all that shit went down,
Uh-huh.
what's it called? The brother whose wife cheated on him, he had this close friend, female friend or whatever, and they
Okay.
just started dating like a month after that whole shit went down.
So was the end result? So from what I remember for the
Uh-huh.
story, also for the people that don't know, it's the son. So this mother, the one that I think is one of your people that you
Residents.
work around, or residents. Yeah.
She's a resident. Uh-huh.
She has 2 sons. One is married, and the brother of the brother hooked up with the other brother's wife, right?
Yeah.
They weren't married though. They was just girlfriends.
Girlfriend. Okay, but yeah.
Yeah.
So still together,
So, yes.
and then brother fucked
Yeah.
the girlfriend.
Brother fucked the girlfriend. Guy got mad and kicked them both out of the house that they were living in, which was his house.
That's also yes.
So the girlfriend, who knows what the fuck happened to her. The brother now lives in Vegas, but he's not relevant to the story.
Okay.
So he ended up dating his close friend
Okay.
after a month of this whole thing went down,
Okay.
and I guess shit moved pretty quick because he got her pregnant.
And this is the one that
That's so sad.
the one that had his wife. The one
I had the girlfriend.
That had the
Yes.
girlfriend. Okay, got it.
Yes.
Okay.
So what's it called? Got her pregnant, and from the looks of it, everything was going great. Cut to like, I think it's about 3 weeks ago now. Something like that. She's already like 7 to 8 months. She's close to popping. That's all I know. So the resident, the mom, gets a call from the girl, and she's like, "Hey, your son's been drinking."
Oh.
And he's been, I guess, I don't think he hit her, but he's been very like,
Pushy?
not pushy, but just like screaming and like basically causing
okay.
A thing or whatever.
Loud,
So,
angry.
Yes.
Belligerent.
Yes. And she started feeling stuff like that she needed to, She felt something bad happening
Was
around
off.
where the baby is, right?
Mhm.
So she wanted to go to the hospital, and the son was basically saying, "No, you're fine," like, but you know, in a meaner tone. And she left by herself to the hospital to get checked out. Apparently, he got into his car and drove. I want to say the distance is like maybe 10 miles, 15 miles, something like that, to wherever she was at as the hospital, because they live kind of like up in the mountains area ish.
Okay.
Right. So point is, he drove all that way drunk as hell, and he went into the hospital and just started yelling for her, like her name, like asking the front desk,
Sasha!
saying like where is she, blah blah blah. Yeah, we'll say something. What's so what's it called?
Sasha.
You know, they told him like, yeah, we can't allow you in. You're clearly under the influence of something. They don't know. They're just saying under the influence. He starts getting violent supposedly and starts punching walls and like saying like, I want to see my not wife. Yeah, actually technically wife, because they got married in a courthouse.
To make him sound like Bruce.
Who?
Bruce Banner. Batman.
Anyway, and then that whole shit went down, and the mom was waiting. What the fuck is that?
It's from Pop Mart, dude. The ones that make Labubus.
Bikini Bottom
ugly as
Buddies.
hell.
Dude,
No, look.
Bikini Bottom Buddies.
It's Richard.
Oh my God, it is Richard.
Tell me these aren't
That's
hard,
Fred,
dude.
bro.
That's
Tell
you,
me
dude.
these aren't hard. Look at these. Tell me they're not hard. Continue your story.
I can't. I'm distracted now. I don't like them.
ADHD.
They're cute.
Anyway.
They're cute as hell. They sold out.
Of course they did.
So
I'm
okay,
just
so-
waiting now.
So
he's
then after that,
belligerent at the hospital, punching walls.
yes, after that, the mom was trying to call him, no answer. And so everybody's just
Okay.
like, he has to have gotten arrested or something, right? There's like, he probably had like,
They don't know. They
police
don't know
come
what
in.
happened to him. Then
They didn't-
nobody
yeah.
went to go tell the wife, like, "Hey, this is what's going on up front. We want you to know he's been detained.
Yeah,
Here's your information." They didn't do any of that.
nothing.
What the
And
fuck?
She's been calling and trying to figure out, okay, if he did get arrested, which police station or wherever the hell he's being held. Cut to a couple hours later, he calls her. It
Okay.
turns out the whole story was bullshit.
What?
It turns out that the girl
Huh?
was actually being crazy on him,
What?
and she even was like throwing knives.
What?
I don't know exactly like what caused the fucking argument. And it turns out that she's schizophrenic.
What the fuck?
Oh,
Wait, okay,
shit.
so how does she? Where's the Is there proof? Did she call the hospital to
Does the
get
proof lay in the pudding?
what's going on?
I don't know the whole fucking proof. I fucking forget the details. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm just like wondering,
but-
like, if it were me, when I heard that, I would have been like, all right, now I'm calling the hospital.
Yeah,
What?
but apparently that shit.
Did you
it
forget
did
to
not
press
happen.
record?
No.
Oh my God, you scared me.
I'm supposed to hit legs today and my sleeves are still soaking because I was washing them because they were stinky.
Oh my God, you scared me. I thought something serious
I scared
happened.
myself. It is
Oh my
serious.
God.
I can't lift.
Remember, I told you people find things different. You know.
How am I
Seriousness
supposed
skill.
to fucking keep these legs like a drumstick, dude?
God damn it.
Don't you just work out for them?
No, I don't have my sleeves. My knees been hurting, so they hurt.
Maybe, but
All
I
right.
think if it's hurting, maybe it's a sign to maybe take a little break on the legs.
That's not how it works. I said my knees hurt. Now I'm a bitch. No, sorry. Keep going, Richard.
I don't even know where was I. Anyway,
She's
turns out
throwing
she's
knives at him. She's
schizo.
She's
She's
schizophrenic.
crazy-ish.
Like actual
And,
schizo.
Yeah, like actually
Oh.
diagnosed with schizophrenia. But
And you didn't know?
she was withholding that
She's
from him.
holding her
Wait,
medical
but
history.
she's pregnant.
She's
with his
pregnant
child,
with
and
his
they're
child.
married.
She's
So
having
now-
a schizo baby.
So now he's scared about that. But then on top of that, I guess she's starting now because she's spilling all the truth. She's also having this episodes of just like constantly talking shit to him. And
Oh my god.
even saying things. This is what led to me with body count. She's like, bro, you're like my 99th body or something like that. And we're like, I guess
I
that
can't
really.
believe You remembered
That's
the
crazy.
through line. I can't believe you remembered the whole point of you bringing this up. I was enamored with the story. I
Because
was
the
like,
whole
what?
reason I only learned about this is
You know what
because
bodies are?
she came up to me, the mom, the
Oh.
resident, right?
Oh, I thought the
Yeah, not the
schizo lady.
schizo lady.
That's too. I was like,
The
she's
mom-
like, she
You're-
offered?
She's like, you're the
No.
100th body.
Yeah.
The mom came up to me and she's just like, what do you think about body count? Or like, what would you do if a woman told you that you were their 99th person? And I was like, where the fuck is this coming from? And I told her my perspective. I'm like, you know what? To me, body count doesn't really matter so long as I know they're not fucking around anymore like that with me or
While we're
anything
together.
like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're not cheating, basically.
Yes.
Well,
Exactly.
yeah.
But and then she told me all the other details. I'm like, you didn't think to lead off with that? I don't know. I just feel like the schizophrenic pregnant
Yeah,
lady
was-
that's throwing knives at your son is more important than body count.
Yeah.
But
Punch in the stomach. There.
Yeah, I
crazy.
think body count doesn't matter to me as long as you're not actively cheating when we're together and you're health wise, like sex health wise.
I told her, I was like, immediately, I just want to know test results, make sure they're clean, obviously.
Right.
But I
I
feel
don't
like
care
that's
for
a
body
thing.
count.
Right. That's a thing that I feel
think
like
it's
I would have asked
insecurity.
for like way back since, like
I don't
a
want to
month
have
into
to
the relationship.
teach someone to do their job.
Exactly.
So fuck.
Yeah, I'm good.
And
Well, yeah,
then
I'm not gonna date somebody who's got
and
like
then-
one body.
I know I'm a man. What the fuck? What am I gonna do with that? Look at it.
I know how to jerk off better than you.
His
Is that-
hand is like 5 of them right here, dude.
That's
One person for
crazy.
each finger.
And then I told her, as long as they're not doing that shit, obviously like cheating, blah, blah, blah. But also, I kind of would like to know, like, how long
was the
ago was it
biggest-
when the hoe phase was going on? I'll say that.
Okay, so let me ask you this because we're running short on time. If a girl, you let's say you meet her in a month, right?
Mhm.
And you're like, damn, I really like this girl. We've been hanging out, we've been fucking. It's been like 3-4 months in. You're like, nah, this is
Hey.
where I want to be. But she tells you, hey, a month and a half prior to meeting you, I had like 3 bodies from the amount that I've had. How does that make you feel? But you guys already said, hey, like, fuck it, whatever. You say I love you, right? Or whatever it is.
See,
I don't know how to like else hold
I
somebody
get
in.
what you're saying. Like, you're really like enamored.
Yeah.
You're in love
My-
with someone.
My thing, my thing is like a month in. It has to be like a month in. I'm already asking about that stuff because I'm just like, I need to know, bro. I need to know that there isn't a crazy ass ex that's gonna look for me, because they think that they're still, bro. It's happened. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my god.
Not to me,
Dude,
thankfully.
Richard's dick game maddening.
Yeah.
but all I'm saying is I need to know there isn't gonna be a crazy ass ex
This bitch's
coming.
legs numb.
I need to know that I'm not gonna catch something
Makes the brains
because
not work.
you were being
Promiscuous.
what's promiscuous? Not promiscuous. It's just
That's a song.
irresponsible. That's the term I was looking
Responsible why?
for.
If
Irresponsible.
they were having unsafe sex, is
Oh,
what he's
yeah.
saying. That's what
I
he's
need to
saying.
know that they're clean, just so that I know I'll be okay.
Right. Yes.
And then what's it called? After that, then that's when I'll ask if their body count really is that high. Because I probably will ask body count just out of curiosity. It's really hard for I feel
don't
like
think it's a
most
good
people
question.
to not ask, right? They
No.
have I feel like it's fair. It should be a fair question to ask.
I think it's fair, but I don't think it's right to ask
No, it's not.
because
Wait,
you're
what?
now in a place of time with somebody before that existed. So you're in no place to judge somebody based on their body
I'm not.
count.
No,
what their body
but
count is.
what I'm saying is, it's like a level of curiosity where you kind of have to be like, I just want to know exactly like where you are, where you were, and just like your
Does that
mindset
make you be
in a way.
insecure?
That's what I was
I
gonna
think-
say.
no.
Is that I think you have everybody has, well, not every right. I think you can ask that question. I
Yeah.
think you should be prepared for whatever's gonna happen after you get your answer. That's what I think.
No, yeah.
Because I think that question can lead into like more negatives than positives for either you or your partner. However, the question is being asked and however they're receiving it. But I also think that it's Also, not that big of a deal to me if everything else checks out. Like,
Yeah.
it was a month and a half ago. Okay, cool. Like or before, that's fine. We're at where we are at now. Are you cheating? No. Okay. Are you clean? Is everything cool? Yes.
Okay. That's my mentality of it too. It's like, okay,
yeah, I don't care.
You ask the question. You ask the question knowing and being prepared for possible, not disappointment, but just shock, right? Sure.
I would say shift. I feel like asking that causes a relationship to shift a little bit. It could be negative or positive, or it could be upward. So I don't know. It kind of depends.
I don't know. Just for me, it'd be like, I just want to know. You tell me the answer. I'm like, okay, cool. Like,
I low-key been in the position of both.
Say it's like, okay, but I'm saying like, say it's like, I don't know, relatively low. It's like, okay, well, there's some questions with that. No, there's some questions with that. It's like, oh, do you just like, have you not been in that many serious relationships, or do you just not want to do anything like that?
Yeah, if I meet someone and it is like single digits to the point of like less than 5, I would ask like, okay, well, what's the like, when are you having sex? How do you see sex? How do you view relationships? Where do you see us on that path? If we haven't had sex by then, I would ask like, where are we on that chart for you? Where's this relationship going? That's what it is. That's what these questions cause.
Yeah,
they cause these types of conversations. So I think that if you're good, it's a very adult question. And if you're going to ask an adult question, you got to be ready for adult answers.
Adult answers.
Or
adult conversation.
Or a childlike answer. And then that's your answer right there. You go from there however you want to, because I'm not sitting around for that conversation.
And then same thing for if it's relatively high to you, whatever that number is. And it's just like, you know,
how do you do that?
Yeah.
How are you gonna see that?
How do you do that? Why did you do that? At that point, to me, my main thing would be like, okay, how long ago was that? Like the majority of that, I guess I would say.
The bulk of your passionate 20s.
Because if they say like, oh, I just did all of that within like the last, I don't know, couple months or whatever, I'm like, see, that to me is like, okay, then where's your head at now as far as relationships go?
Bitch, you freaky.
For real though.
Why you do that to me?
And then you settle with me?
Exactly.
I be like, ew, insecure.
But I don't know. I just feel like it's a fair thing.
The right answer for me being, ooh, what did I do? The right answer is everything, right?
Oh! Why are you like this? Just make yourself cool.
Dude.
Bro,
my expectations for a man are so high sometimes, dude.
Low.
If I can think of shit like that,
that's crazy.
I'm telling you, there's gotta be work going up here, dude.
What's happening when it comes out, dude?
It could be smoke. It just better be good smoke. Whatever comes out of it better be good. That's all I ask. It better be quality. I don't want quantity. I want quality. We could be sitting in a room for the most part. I sit in Discord calls and just hanging out with people in like their houses sometimes, and I'm just on my phone and we're just chilling in each other's space. And that's almost just as good.
What do they say? Conversation. They're just gaslighting, bro.
I've met bitches who've been ran through, and it's like they're better people than somebody who's only got like a handful of bodies.
They're just being manipulative.
Hey man, if that's what they're gonna do, if that's the relationship, then
that's them, dude.
That's them. Yeah, I'm sorry that I'm open to that kind of love that I thought was authentic.
It's not my fault. I'm such a romantic.
It's not my fault that I open my heart up to people. It's their fault for taking advantage of that, and they have more work than I do.
Ugh, nobody cares.
Clock that therapy.
All right. Ew, please sign us out.
What? Can't shake my titties now?
Oh my god.
It's just not a safe place.
It's not June yet, dude. You can't do just whatever you want.
Has a point.
So, it's almost June.
Yeah, and then we have to hear it every day.
Every day. Fun. All right,
Sign us out.
That's gonna be it for this episode for today. Thank you guys for watching. We're entering the final portion where we do recommendations, final regards, yada yada yada. Who wants to go first? Richard, you want to go first? Richard, you go first.
I don't have recommendations.
Sick.
what's it called?
What it is, ho. What's
Is what it is, ho. This past weekend, I went out to just take photos.
Oh, I was gonna ask, are you practicing?
Yeah.
Good.
And I would show you, but they're on the camera that I'm recording on.
It's okay.
Yeah. But yeah, we went out just to practice and do
Good.
some mock shootings, you know, just
Have you guys done location scouting?
Yes.
Fun.
Yes.
What I feel like I missed a chapter of life. What happened?
You were when Richard's gonna be doing photography for his niece that's graduating.
Yeah.
Remember
Oh,
you
that's
did
right.
for that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we practiced on Sunday and
Cute.
it was a good time. But all I gotta say, just go outside, make some plans, just do something stupid, even if it's only for like 2 hours.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, that's all I got to say.
Nice.
Mhm. I don't think Steve can
Yes.
talk.
No, I know. I could go, and then he can
Yeah,
make sign.
No, we're
Oh,
good.
wait,
I
there you go.
recommend getting a Labubu. Oh,
What the fuck?
get a Labubu, get him a Louis Vuitton jacket, skirt, whatever.
All I heard is, I defend my country.
To defend,
What is going on?
defend India.
Stop! What are you
Yeah,
doing?
grape.
What's happening?
I've shown you that video. I swear I
I
have.
don't think so.
Oh my
My
god.
friends are racist.
I want to become pilot and destroy Pakistan.
What the fuck is going
Pilot
on?
grape.
This feels offensive.
Dude, that's
No,
the
it's on the
video.
internet, dude. It's an old
That's the
video.
Plus, they're
It's
at
like-
war, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, war.
Yeah, it just
Okay.
makes sense right now.
Thank you for that context.
Oh my god. Music.
Okay.
For
no
whatever
Labubus.
reason, Another Life by SZA has been playing.
Another life.
Yeah, that one's been playing on like just on a loop lately.
Nice.
Yeah.
I wonder if I heard this song. I don't think I have.
It's from her new album.
Nice. Yeah, I've not heard anything from her new
Yeah.
album, I think.
And then one more recommendation. It's not music. Final Destination. It's a fun fucking watch, dude.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I loved it. It was great. It was great. It was corny. It was stupid.
That's the
It
point.
wasn't like it wasn't exaggerated gore. Yeah. It's just a fun watch.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely recommend a watch. Honestly, you don't need to run to the movie theater to watch this. It's kind of something that if it pops up or you have time for it, go watch it.
Cool.
And then
Take your date to go watch it, but
Yeah.
don't watch it.
What?
have her
What
hand in the
is-
popcorn bucket.
Oh, okay.
Bring the Dune popcorn bucket.
Yeah,
And the loop
or the Venom one.
or the Venom one.
Anyway,
That
All
freaky
19
shit.
inches.
oh my god.
What?
Was there anything
Hey,
else?
going.
final remarks. Shit, I have none. I guess just, hopefully everybody has a healthy way of being able to express themselves and don't be afraid of sharing whatever you feel like sharing. If it's not for them, it's not for them. And if it's not for other people, there are people who could relate.
If you
That's
get it,
it.
you get it.
Nice. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, then you don't.
I have a Labubu and you don't.
Boo boo. Hello. Thank you guys for watching again. For music, the song is going to be, I think I have a couple. Two? I have two.
You get
Sorry,
max
let me
2.
click on this. 4.
You get max 2.
Stop it!
I'm dead serious.
Stop! No, I think I only have 2. Like I know I have 1.
Well, you have
it's
one.
gonna be Miss You by M-Flow. It's a 5-minute version, just a heads up. It runs better than the 2-minute version. 2-minute version's good, but just put this on in the
Can't
background
find
when you're doing other stuff, to be honest.
I got
don't know-
Miss You by Blink.
No, it's Well, it might be M dash flow by Miss. No, I think it's Miss You by M dash flow.
M dash flow, comma melody, comma bunch of Japanese characters.
Yeah, 5 minutes and 50 seconds.
Yeah, I got it. I found it.
Yeah, I like it. It's got that old school 2000s vibe, late 90s. It's like inspired by like that R&B pop scene, but Japanese and English thrown in. It's a cool mix. I like it. Reminds me of like a honey scene.
I understand your brain more and more sometimes when I hear, because this is very like hyper pop type of. It's just a lot of noises at the same time.
Yeah,
but it's nice.
But that's why I think I like the 6 minute, or not 6 minutes. There's a 6 minute version. Yeah.
What the fuck?
No, there's a 2 minute one, but it's just, I don't know. It doesn't flow as well for some reason for me. I like the longer one, but I only ever listen to in the background. It's not something that I'm like actively like absorbing every now and then. The first time, yes. But yeah, so there's that one. And then the other song is going to be, is it this one? I think it's Beach Boy by McAfferty. I don't think this was one recommended by you guys, I think. Okay.
No.
Yeah, Beach Boy by McAfferty. It's, I don't know.
That's surf rock.
Yeah, and we're heading into summer. Beach Boy. So that should be fun. It's a good little party vibe, or a little like head bobbing vibe, I guess. I don't know. It's fun. But yeah, I think that's it for music. I don't have
surf.
No, this is gonna be. I was gonna say there's a Witcher sale, but it's gonna be over by the time this comes out. Hopefully, you guys picked up the Witcher for $4 because it's on sale right now for $4.
And I'll do that again. The other one with the brim in front. What? With the brim in front?
Nah, not this one.
You look like a Latino cousin's name's Gustavo or some reason.
It's only if I wear my hat like this.
Shit. I think that's it. It's okay to open up to people or to ask for help, however you're gonna do it. Also respect people that are maybe gonna be setting boundaries in regards to those kind of conversations. They're not gonna talk about somebody else well, and it's fine. That's just life, it is what it is. Also, we've been saying it's gonna be getting hotter, so make some summer plans. It's gonna be a fun year. Fun time in the sun. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and write down below in the comment section your favorite Labubu. Do they have names?
Yeah, they do actually.
Okay, yeah, write down your favorite Labubu. Steve will put his, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, that's
I don't know their names. I forgot their names.
Figure it out.
I think the new one, the one I have is Happiness.
Yeah.
And we hope you felt that watching this podcast. Like, comment, subscribe, and
otherwise you're probably by Lafufus.
Goodbye. Chew. I can't stand this gay boy.